Do I need more lights? Run, run! Okay, it's getting even more serious, I guess. At that point, my mom was like yelling at me, like, hurry up, hurry up. I'm like, don't yell at me.
Shot for you, baby. I'm going nowhere. Your love is true. I know you'll always be there. I'm coming for you.
Okay. So hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Sorry I kind of have like there's something going on with this eye, probably lack of sleep, and then I had to wake up really early to get back to school today. So yeah, and today I'm just gonna be talking about the Taal Volcano experience, my experience. And while I'm doing that, so first of all, my parents just came back from Nigeria and I asked them to buy me some Nigerian snacks. Yeah, some Nigerian snacks which consist of Gala and Maltina. So this is like my favorite drink of all time. It's called Maltina. And then Gala. Gala is like a beef sausage roll that is popular in Nigeria. Like the way you buy stuff in traffic, here in the Philippines and on the bus. Yeah, like when they sell different snacks on the bus, this is like one of the popular ones in Nigeria. So I'm gonna be eating that while talking about the Taal Volcano experience. As you know, it's so sad, but just this past week, today is currently the 15th, and then on Sunday, the Taal Volcano erupted, which caused like severe ash falls, especially in Tagaytay, up until Quezon City, and then Batangas as well. I really don't know how, because I'm a bit confused. I have to read the news and see, but there is one, the Taal volcano, is it linked like to Gaita? So I went to visit Silang last week Wednesday after my registration here in school. This is the first time I'm drinking malt since the summer because I think they have like malt drinks in the US but not Maltina. So hold on. Ah, I miss Nigeria. The gala I already had some at home. So we live in Silang, my family and I. So I went home last Wednesday to like, because my parents were returning. So I needed to like, because I had the key. So just to open the door and then spend like the weekend with them because classes were supposed to begin on Monday. So, however, Wednesday everything was fine. And then on Sunday, when the volcano erupted that morning, we went out to the store, my mom and I, just as usual in Silang. So, like, we went out around 11. Yeah, around 11. So, there wasn't any issues. We did everything we wanted to do. Then we got back around 2, 3. So we didn't even notice anything, and everything in Silang was just normal. We went to Silang Market as well, and everything was okay. Like stores were open, no problem. Who would have thought? So, mm, so we got back around to 3, and then because we bought food stuff, so we were cooking and just preparing food. So all of a sudden, my dad woke up and was like, why does it smell funny? Because he was taking a nap in his room. He was like, why does it smell funny? I don't know. Maybe I just have a bad sense of smell, but I didn't smell anything. So we're just like, oh, okay. So after he went back into his room, all of a sudden he came out and was like, oh, there's an earthquake erupting in Batangas. In Tagaytay, I was like, no, it's Batangas, because on the news I read Batangas. It was like, no, it's Tagaytay. I was like, no, it's Batangas. And then we checked the news, and then it's like Batangas and Tagaytay. So my dad was heading out, so he opened the door, and then we saw like ash all over the floor. What we now know is ash. Initially, we were just like, what's this? Is it dust? So we saw like ash all over the floor, like the grasses and stuff like that. We're like, oh wow. But then I was just like, I didn't see the seriousness of the matter yet. Like it was drizzling, not really raining, it was just drizzling. So my dad went out, and while we were cooking, our gas finished. So we had to call the gas company to like bring us more gas where we buy from. So when he came and we went out again, everywhere was like dusty because Silang is like 10.1 kilometers away from Tagaita, where we stay. But then to the volcano, we are like 40 kilometers away. So everywhere was like foggy, and then the person that came to deliver gas was all, masked up and things like that. So he was like, "Oh, come see." We're like, "Oh, what?" Because we just saw like ash was falling. He was like, "Come see." So we had to go out with an umbrella because it's like literally raining ashes at this point. So when we went out, I'll insert a clip of the video I took from my house. So that is what we saw. That's when I realized how serious it was. I was like, "Ooh, okay, that is a volcano and it's erupting apparently. Okay, run, run." So my mom was asking the gas guy, "Do we run? Should we run?" It was a bit funny though. But one thing you should know is that, in as much as, well, I think it's typical of Africans or maybe just Nigerians, no matter how serious the situation is, and although we have sympathy towards those that are really being affected, we still find ways to make not light of the situation or find humor in every situation like we do. Yeah, but we don't get me wrong, we know how serious it was, and then like we have sympathy because people had to evacuate their homes and stuff, and that's serious, but we find humor in every situation. So my mom was like, "Do we start running? You know, like, should we run?" It was part like joke, part seriousness, because it looked really scary from where we were standing. So we just went back inside after we bought the gas. Then we kept reading up on the news, following it up. And then my dad came back. After a while, we closed all our windows. By that time, everything was like, it was still like raining ash. When my dad came back with the umbrella, like everything was covered with like dust particles. So we're like, okay. And at this point, I'm imagining the people that live in Tagaita if we are experiencing it this bad and we live in Silang. Only for me to chat with some of my friends and those in Dasma also. Dasmarinas, yeah, Dasma also were experiencing the ash flood. I was like, "Oh wow, this is serious." So my mom and I, we were still cooking, obviously. I mean, at this point, we were just following up on the news to see what would be said. And since there was no like need for evacuation where we stay, or so we just continued cooking. But around I think 9 p.m., one of my friends that also stays on the campus in Silang, where we stay, was like, "How are we? That she's leaving with her roommates." I was like, "Really? Where are you guys going?" She was like, "I don't know, but we are leaving." So that's when I was like, "Okay, it's getting even more serious, I guess." So, um, so at a point, I forgot around the time the level was raised to alert. Sorry, yeah, the alert level was raised to level, excuse me, level 4. So at that point, everybody was like, "Okay, we need to pack our important documents in case we have to leave. Like, in case we have to leave, we gotta pack our documents and like some emergency stuff just in case." So at that point, I was like, even if I'm gonna run out of here, I gotta shower. So I went to take a shower. At that point, my mom was like yelling at me, like, "Hurry up, hurry up." I'm like, "Don't yell at me, don't yell at me, mom." So our neighbors are Filipino. And then I was like, if our neighbors get in their car and drive off, we have to find a way out of here. Because that means it's life or death at this point. So of course I'll be inserting clips. So I showered, I packed a bag, like the essentials, like toothbrush, a sweater, my important documents, passports, all of that. So we packed all our things and then kept it in the living room. So after that, we were still watching the news, obviously, and then we had dinner. I know, yeah, we still had dinner, all while checking the alert level. My dad called some insurance company or some security agency just in case, like, we had to evacuate and stuff. Around 11, we were like, "You know what? We're going to sleep." We were going to sleep. So we went to sleep that night. We prayed, we went to sleep, and at about 4:30 to 5, like, a.m., we felt like an earth tremor, and then I was like, "Oh, is it erupting even more? What's going on?" But then it wasn't too long, and apparently they experienced so many earthquakes during the night. My dad felt more. I only felt one. My mom didn't even feel any. So when I woke up the next morning, I went to look outside and everywhere was gray. It reminded me of a movie where there was like an explosion. I think it's called, forgot what it's called. It's a movie on Netflix where there's like an explosion and everyone like desolate. Like it looked like there was no life when I looked out the window. Everything was gray, like ashes covered everything. Our roofs are red. All the roofs were gray. It was so bad. I was I just kept imagining if it's so bad here, how much worse is it in Batangas and in Tagaita? Like I couldn't even imagine. And my heart goes out to those people that, you know, were really affected because I can't even imagine because of the level of, ash and all that was in Silang where we stay. I was wondering like how bad it is, but I'm happy that people are, the government is taking care of them according to the news, and also people are going out there to help the victims that have been displaced from their homes. And then after Monday, woke up Monday, we didn't go out. I think I went out for the first time on Tuesday, and that was just around the house. But by this point, there wasn't any update. But then obviously, the level is still at 4, the alert level is at 4. And so they are still watching it. So school was canceled on Monday, obviously. School was also canceled on Tuesday. School resumes today. So I left Silang this morning around 8:30, 8:15, and just driving out of Silang because I hadn't left the campus. Just driving out of Silang, man, it's ashed up. Honestly, I've never experienced anything like this. But I mean, I don't want to say it's cool, but it's like just like an amazing experience, not in terms of like it being a good experience. It's just amazing to be able to like literally see like the effects of a volcanic eruption. Just like it literally looked like it was happening behind our backyard from the video that I took, which is just crazy. And as a Christian, this just reminds me that the end is soon and hopefully Jesus is coming soon. Because I mean, so many things are going on at once. For example, okay, first let's talk about the volcano. We talk about the a war between Iraq and the US. We talk about the fire in Australia. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. So hopefully Jesus is coming soon. I mean, there's so much going on. But that was my experience. Honestly, I wasn't really scared, maybe because I was with my family. So I had more peace of mind. Once again, I continue to pray for the victims that are affected. Now, the alert level is still the same. So I'll keep praying for my family who's still in Silang. I'm back to school. And for people, the victims that were evacuated from their homes. And that, well, we can't really say, but hopefully the volcano doesn't erupt. Hopefully the activity stops. That would be great. We would really appreciate that. But that's just to share my Taal experience with you guys. I have videos filmed. I just have to find time to edit and upload. But hopefully I will really balance my time and try to, also have time to edit the videos that I've made and upload them for you guys. And thanks to everybody who has subscribed. I don't know if by the time I upload this video will be at 2,000 subscribers, but we are almost there. We're like 1,996. But then I have other videos to upload before this one, so hopefully we'll be there by the time this goes up. But thanks everybody who has subscribed. Don't forget to like, comment, yeah, and subscribe if you haven't. So see you guys in my next video. Bye.